Did you know that forklifts have a 90% chance of injuring someone in their lifespan, and approximately 42 construction workers are killed by cranes annually? Well, that's because construction machines aren't just tools, they're mechanical monsters. Tame them well, and you've got some of the world's most powerful inventions at your beck and call, ready to implement your orders. But on the flip side, they can also be very dangerous, posing serious risks to themselves, their operators, and the surrounding environment. From a 20,000-pound cutter suction dredger that chews through seabeds like butter, to a crane so gigantic it landed in the Guinness Book of Records, these are 5 massive construction machines operating right on the edge of danger. And where better to start than with the Kalmar DCG72010LB, a beast that's capable of lifting an empty B-2 bomber. Described by construction experts as a powerful and versatile heavy lifter, the Kalmar Super Heavy Forklift Truck is a machine that's truly ahead of its time. It's designed to carry the heaviest loads efficiently and with ease, boasting a maximum lifting capacity of over 158,000 pounds. Unlike some of its predecessors, this engineering phenom doesn't compromise its maneuverability or agility while lifting payloads. And guess what else? It doesn't compromise the safety and comfort of its operator. That's because it's fitted with the Ego Cabin, a luxurious operating environment that offers ergonomic designs, smarter functions, and an intuitive workspace. So, essentially, you've got a machine that's able to lift and yet makes the operator feel like they're in a Rolls-Royce cabin. But that's not all. This thing's powered by a Volvo TAD 1172VE diesel engine, which produces 382 horsepower. Yeah, I know that sounds like a lot. Not to worry though, because Kalmar runs in 3 control modes, including power, normal, and economy, allowing you to deploy the strength of the forklift in a measured and effective way. Of course, when you're lifting heavy payloads to gravity-defying heights, there's always a limit to how measured you can be. One bad call, one misjudged load, and all 158,500 pounds of construction materials could come crashing down on the forklift, its operator, or their colleagues with the force of a wrecking ball. Up next is the Kamasu PC8000, a hydraulic giant built to take on the brutal demands of surface mining operations. This isn't your average digger. It's a 777-ton beast, riding on massive tracks nearly 2 meters wide, and purpose-built to excavate, load, and haul ridiculous amounts of rock, coal, and mineral ore like it's child's play. It comes with 2 powertrain options: a twin 1500 kilowatt diesel engine setup or dual 1450 kilowatt electric motors. Either way, it's all-out power, enough to rip through the earth with a tear-out force of 1800 kilonewtons, while reaching a maximum dredging depth of 8 meters and horizontal reach of 20.7 meters. It has a bucket capacity of 42 cubic meters for the shovel configuration and 38 cubic meters for the backhoe configuration. This means it can scoop up entire living rooms at a go and service large haul trucks ranging from 240 to 400 tons. But that's not all. It's equipped with ComVision, a 360-degree smart monitoring system, plus an electronic control system that provides advanced diagnostics and live data feedback. So yeah, it's safer, sharper, and far more efficient than the old-school mining monsters invented before it. But then, when you're working with a machine of this size, in a mine filled with unpredictable hazards, danger is inevitable. Its sheer size, raw torque, and complex controls mean there's zero room for mistakes. So you know you have to bring your best game every day, because that extra attention to detail and safety could determine whether you, your colleagues, or the excavator makes it out of the construction site in one piece. Moving on now to Yantai Shandong Province in China, where Tyson, the world's biggest and strongest crane, exerts its dominance. Sprawling majestically across 120 meters and reaching a height of 133 meters, this engineering titan is larger than a standard football field and taller than the Statue of Liberty. Still not convinced? I've got more fun facts about this engineering titan for you. Tyson's working load limit is 44 million pounds, equivalent to 20,000 metric tons. To put it simply, this crane can lift a regular-sized cruise ship if it wanted to. And to do that, it needs a wire rope nearly 50,000 meters long, enough to stretch across the world's longest sea bridge, which connects China, Hong Kong, and Macau. Tyson is specially designed to build offshore vessels, including different semi-submersibles or floating production storage and offloading. And according to its builders, the sheer power and efficiency of this crane when deployed properly can reduce overall project schedule and manpower work time by up to 2 million man-hours. As you might know, operating a crane of this size over water and 80 meters above the ground is like walking a tightrope in a hurricane. One gust of wind, one slight imbalance, and the consequences could be catastrophic. The stakes are sky high, literally. But it's definitely worth it, especially when you're operating a machine that holds the Guinness World Record for the heaviest weight lifted by a crane. And just so you know, the Tyson crane isn't the only massive machine on this list that has a Guinness World Record to its name. The herring-necked mixed shield SA-80 wears the same crown as well, and it's absolutely deserved. Nicknamed Qi Lianggu after a legendary Chinese warrior, this colossal construction machine was specifically crafted to conquer waterlogged soil and survive insane hydrostatic pressures. It weighs a staggering 4,850 tons, but its dimensions are even more outrageous. Its shield diameter alone measures 17.63 meters, a world record at the time of its operation. But the mightiness of this colossal doesn't end there. When deployed fully, the mixed shield SA-80 looks like a robotic serpent spreading across 120 meters. To operate this beast properly, you need an uninterrupted power supply of 5,600 kilowatts and 2,700 kilonewton meters of torque. Those numbers give you a sense of the logistical nightmare involved in operating the mixed shield SA-80. I mean, it's not just another tunnel building toy. It's an extraordinary invention that redefined the scope of what massive tunnel drilling machines can achieve while challenging construction engineers to dream big. Naturally, the delicate environment where the mixed shield SA-80 operates daily means it's constantly in the path of chaos and danger, with the common ones being the risk of cave-ins, flooding, or gas explosions. However, considering the unprecedented depths that this thing drills, it might accidentally punch through to another world one day. Now, the question is, will that world lead us to the past or the future? Well, no one knows, but when you're tunneling through the unknown, anything's on the table. If you think that's scary, wait till you meet Spartacus, a 20,000-ton cutter suction dredger designed to do what no human, no machine, ever dared to before. At 164 meters long and with a total installed power of 44,180 kilowatts, Spartacus is by far the world's largest and most powerful cutter suction dredger. It features 14 cutter heads of 6 distinctly different designs that cover each soil type from fine sand to hard rock. Its heavy-duty cutter ladder weighs 2,450 tons and is able to dredge in waters of up to 45 meters, which is deeper than the pre-existing upper market limits of 35 meters. At such rate, Spartacus is able to cut harder soils at speeds far greater than its predecessors. For context, this oceanic beast is so powerful, it can dig through areas that used to require blasting with dynamite. Away from its dredging capabilities, Spartacus is the first machine in its class that's powered by LNG fuel, and it's equipped with an intuitive system that converts waste heat from the exhaust into electrical energy. These innovations give it improved operational efficiency and reduce its CO2 emissions by 30%. But perhaps the biggest perk of this machine is its ability to operate in remote locations with limited infrastructure. And that's thanks to its fuel autonomy and its luxury accommodation spaces that can house a crew of up to 72 crew members. But of course, when you're moving mountain-like objects under the sea, the risks are everywhere. One mechanical failure, one unexpected seabed collapse, and you've got 72 lives and an oversized dredger living a very dangerous reality. So there you have it, folks. 5 monstrous machines, each pushing the limits of human engineering and flirting dangerously close with disaster every single day. If you had the means and skill, which of them would you love to operate? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love big construction machines, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more where this came from.